Dave knows how.
Welcome back to the channel. And a few of my videos are about the quick hitch and using the quick hitch with implements that aren't quick hitch ready. I did a video about that with this implement, the slime block, and also the road blade. And before I did that video, I did a video where I reconfigured my finish mower to be quick hitch ready and more quick hitch friendly. And I was really happy with that. So I've decided to change this rake over so that it is more quick hitch friendly. And so first thing we're going to start off, we're going to take some measurements and see what we need and what we got. So measuring across the front, I'm thinking 32-inch long piece to go across here. Now this thing's made out of some pretty thick stuff, so I'm going to use 1/2-inch thick steel, 4-inch wide, and however long I need it to be. So this piece is going to go across here. It's going to be 32 inches wide. Then we're going to run two pieces up this way, and they're going to be about 20 inches long. So we need a 32-inch long piece and a 20-inch long piece, two 20-inch long pieces. And then we're going to need some pieces to adapt down here, and I think what we're going to do, this is measuring 3 inches, so we're going to make it 4 inches, and that's going to leave us an inch for our weld. Because if we make it too tight against here, the weld joint in the corner is not going to fit. So we're going to make these 4 inches. So we're going to cut a 32-inch long piece, two 20-inch long pieces, and 1, 2, 3, 4 4-inch by 4-inch 1/2-inch thick pieces. And then we're going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4 more 4-inch by 4-inch by 1/2-inch thick pieces. So that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. So that'll be 8 4-inch by 4-inch by 1/2-inch thick, 1 32-inch long, and 2 20-inch long. All of it made out of 1/2-inch thick plate. Let's get to cutting on that, and we'll start machining and welding this stuff together. All right, let's get on it. Okay, let's take a look at where we're at now in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna bring the camera in a little closer so I can kind of show you all these parts and pieces we got. Okay, so hopefully we can get enough of this in the camera view. So these are my 4x4 pieces. There's 4 of these. That's going to be where the lower lift on the quick hitch connects. Then we got these two 20-inch long pieces. And you'll notice we got holes bored in all this stuff now where we want them. So this 20-inch piece, these two are going to be the upright for the top link. And so this bottom hole is just an alignment hole. And this first top hole is going to be for the quick hitch. And as best I can tell, the measurement between the center line of the lower lift arms and the top link where the hook hooks in to the top link on the quick hitch, that distance is about 15 inches, best I can tell. Then I drilled an additional hole above that, about 1.5 inches higher. And this is going to be in the event that I'm not using a quick hitch and I just want to use the regular top link. That pin will fit in this hole, so I can just, you know, put the top link right there. So anyway, just kind of explain why we got 3 holes in here. So something else I machined is these little spacers, and basically they fit inside of here in these holes. Okay, it's a pretty, well, can't get it out. It's a pretty good fit, okay? So, you know, it goes right in there. And it also, the inside diameter fits this threaded rod. So that threaded rod goes in there like that, and this goes in here, and now this has minimal slop, okay? So it just takes up all the space. So basically what's gonna happen is I've got these nuts here, and we're going to take one of these. I've got these marked, the X's are gonna go on the top, and this is gonna slide down on here. And then we're gonna put a spacer and that's going to slide on. And then a nut is going to go on. And we've already got a nut on the back, so basically this spacer is going to slide up into the hole and register it centered, and then this nut is going to tighten up against it. And then after that, we're going to add another one of these, and we're going to, you know, another nut, and then another one of these, and that's going to set the distance that we want this thing to be at. So just to give you an idea of the direction we're headed in. And then these two pieces right here, you'll notice the holes aren't center. They're kind of in the corner. These are going to be to attach this to the implement and bolt it right onto the implement. So I think next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this part bolted onto the implement and then welded onto this plate. We got to get some acetone and clean all the oil, cutting oil off of this metal so that we can weld it, and we're not welding through oil. And then we'll probably put some paint on it after it's all welded together. So anyhow, I just kind of wanted to, you know, stop at the point where I was at and just kind of show what's going on and what my thinking process is with all of this and how it's hopefully going to work out. Will it? I don't know. We'll find out. I guess you'll find out with me, right? This thing is welded together, and I'm not going to show you these welds because they leave a lot to be desired. I don't weld that much. By the time I get to the end of a project, if it's a decent sized project, I'm welding pretty good by the end. But the startup is kind of slow. And I could make all the excuses in the world, you know. Hey, it is what it is. I welded this whole thing up with 60-10 stick rods. And any of you guys that weld, stick weld, and are not a professional probably know that welding with a 60-10 stick rod is like welding with a fire-breathing dragon, man. It goes everywhere. It's a lot of fun. But they're great penetration rods, and you don't have to do a lot of prep work to your metal when you're welding with them. It's better if you do, but they will pretty much burn through just about anything. So I feel more confident using a stick welder than I do a wire feed welder. It just, you know, that's what I came up welding with, stick welder, you know. So I got a wire feed welder right here somewhere. I never use it. Anyhow, I thought about getting a spool gun for that Lincoln SA250 diesel welding machine. I tell you, that thing is a beast, man. I weld with that thing all day long, non-stop. 100% duty cycle. It just keeps right on eating, man. That's a beast, I'm telling you. Anyhow, I decided to go ahead and throw some paint on this thing. And I don't care what color it is, really, but I thought red. Red's a pretty good color. That's what color those implements were to begin with. So I figured, why not? Anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and shoot some paint on here. Keep this thing from rusting. I'm using my favorite paint, Krylon. There's some bad stuff here, man, I'm telling you. If you've never used Krylon paint, you ought to try it. Dries super fast. And gives a nice, right nice coat. You can kind of put it on a little heavy, and you don't have to worry about it running. I don't like the way it tastes, though. I guess you're not supposed to drink it or breathe it. Well, there she blows, all painted and installed onto the landscape rake. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm still debating whether or not to paint the whole rake the same color. I don't know. I need to wash it first if I do. And I didn't feel like dragging out the power washer, so I just went on and put it on there and figured we'll try it out. Anyhow, let's back the tractor up and see if we can hook up to it. Well, that hooked up pretty good. And I like it. I like it. It functions pretty good. It don't look bad. Now, this thing did add about 65 pounds of weight to the back of this thing, but I don't think 65 pounds is that big a deal. I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, you know, Dave, it's nice and everything, but I don't have $40,000 worth of equipment, welding machines and all the other stuff, and the know-how to actually do this. I get it. However, you could take these measurements or create your own measurements off of what you got, and then take that to your local trade school where they teach welding, machine work, and that type of thing. And a lot of times, those classrooms will build something like this for you. You just have to pay for the material. So if you was to buy the material, take it to the school and say, hey, can your students build me this? You could probably get it built for free. So that's an option. Just throwing it out there, look into it. Your area that you live in may differ from this area that I live in, but I know around here we do have trade schools, and they will do stuff like that. At least they used to. Anyway, while I was building this, I decided when I got down to the end of it, I'm tired of this cinder block stand. So I built a stand to bolt on here. And I just hadn't installed it yet. So this is gonna slide up in here. And that's gonna hold it up in the air like that. I'll screw this cap on. And I don't think we'll have any clearance issues if we need to spin this around. I don't think it'll hit it. Nope, it ain't gonna hit it. Good, look at that. No clearance issues. Perfect. That's what I needed to see. That was one thing I hadn't done yet. Was check those clearance issues. Anyway, you know, I figured I didn't have a stand for this thing. I've been using this cinder block, so anytime I move it, I have to throw the cinder block on there and take it with me, which kind of sucks. So I built this stand, and I think it's gonna work pretty good. You just lower it down to there, stick it in, and now we should be able to let it right down, just like that. Yeah, I think that stand's gonna hold it just fine. Yep. Absolutely. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So the stand works. Quick hitch adapter works. And I mean, this could be a viable option for any kind of implement you have that's not quick hitch ready. You could build something like this and make it work. It does push the implement back by this many inches, whatever that is. Probably about 6 inches. Yeah, somewhere in there, because these are 4, that's 4. We're in there by an inch, we're in here by an inch, so about 6 inches back is what it's setting it back. I don't think that's a big deal. I don't know. Man, I might run into a little bit of clearance issue when I'm cleaning the ditch out over there. You know, it might be sticking out too far, I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I cross that bridge, right? When I get to it. Anyhow, I guess that's about it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it'll be something that will be useful to you if you decide you want to convert one over. And like I said, you know, I won't know till I use this thing and see, you know, if it's gonna be all right. 6 inches ain't that much, but you know, if you get in a tight spot, 6 inches might be a lot. Anyway, I guess time will tell. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.